Is Ariana back with Pete Davidson? Here's everything we know. I'm Gabby Conti.
And I'm Zach Weinberg, and this is your Hollywire Holiday 24/7 Celebrity News. Pete Davidson just ran into Ariana, but not his ex-fiancée Ariana Grande, a fan with the same first name, just spelled with an extra N, and now Pete and Ariana with two N's, Meet Cute, is going viral on TikTok. Ariana Justine is an 18-year-old NYU journalism student who's a big Pete Davidson fan. She recently had an encounter with an SNL star, and this hilarious exchange is now blowing up on TikTok. Ariana was waiting outside this Saturday night in the live studio in New York, recently hoping to meet some cast members and the host, Timothy Chalamet.
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, it seems like she was actually waiting for Timothy and then got a pleasant surprise when Pete came out and they had this hilarious exchange. Pete passed Ariana with two N's and she told him her name, which is obviously the same name as Pete's super famous ex-fiancée, the Ariana Grande. So what did Ariana do when she saw Pete Davidson outside of 30 Rock? Well, she screamed, "My name is Ariana too," obviously. And Pete, being the quick-witted comedian that he is, used this setup to poke fun at his whirlwind romance and engagement to Ariana Grande in 2018. As Pete said back to Ariana with two N's, Justine, quote, "Oh, well, hello, let's get married."
I think Pete Davidson has every right to, make light of the situation. Ariana Grande wrote an entire breakup song called Thank You Next, which Pete was mentioned many times, so Pete has every right to throw shade.
Well, Ariana also mentioned all of her other exes in that song too, and Pete did have, I would say, almost the last laugh. I don't know if you caught his stand-up special this year that came out. So he talked, he was just so funny about it with the whole thing about how he can't go to Starbucks because if he orders a medium, the barista's like,
now I know
"Don't
what
you
you're
need a
talking
grande?"
about. Yeah.
And that also, that Ariana kind of ruined dating for him in a funny way because of that whole BDE rumor.
Ariana then responded to the actor screaming, of course, and even holding up her ring finger as her TikTok cuts out. Turns out Ariana Justine actually hopes to be on SNL sometime, as she told BuzzFeed that when she saw Pete coming her way and she knew she had to seize the opportunity to crack a joke, even if it was a little risky. Even though this was a risky shout out, Ariana had a feeling it would work out, as she added, "Knowing his personality, I figured he would take it in stride, but I was still nervous to say something so bold." I definitely have met some celebrities back in the day, and you gotta make your impression. You gotta try and stand out.
Now what is happening with Ariana and two N's and that now famous TikTok? Well, after Pete jokingly proposed to her, Ariana said she was speechless and she had no idea what to say next, as she told BuzzFeed, quote, "I was too excited about his response to continue the conversation, so I fled the crowd and I called my friends." Ariana with two N's also used her BuzzFeed interview as a platform to send a message to Pete, as she said, quote, "Thanks for making my day. I look forward to being on SNL with you one day, perhaps for the wedding."
That sounds like she's manifesting things, so I'm totally shipping Ariana with two N's with Pete Davidson.
Me too, because that girl's got jokes. I love it. Guys, what do you think about Ariana with two N's and Pete Davidson? What are your thoughts about this hilarious TikTok? Let us know. I'm Gabby Conti.
And I'm Zach Weinberg, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.